Viewer from Douglas County wants to talk about MNsure. What's going on with MNsure? So, I don't know, Senator Westrom, let's start with you. What's going on with MNsure?
Well, I think to yet be determined. There is a lot of talk about reforming it and you know, improving the program, which many and the legislative auditor a few weeks ago came out with a report that was very critical of MNsure. I do not sit on the Health and Human Services Committee, so I'm not involved in the day-to-day bills that are going through. Maybe one of you guys are on one of those committees, but I think it's safe to say there's going to be efforts to try to majorly reform MNsure. I don't know that there's enough political clout to do away with it, but there's efforts to maybe restructure the board and who operates it so there's a better oversight and not as much of a rubber stamp that the current structure seems to be, and do other things with working to allow counties to sign more people up and private agents to be more involved in options and choices for health care. And so those are all things being discussed. I don't know where the latest proposals are on those committees.
Representative Carlson?
Well, I think, as Senator Westrom has pointed out, I think in the end there is a good chance that there may be some changes in terms of the governance. You know, that was one of the options that this legislative auditor pointed out, you know, make it a state agency so there would be more accountability, where they would be in a situation where the governor would have more of oversight. Right now it's a very independent board. I think that may be the middle ground that takes place in the end between House, Senate, and governor.
Representative Sosinski?
I think, you know, I think to say that it's on life support is maybe too big of a pun, but last night in Commerce Committee we had a bill, or Matt Dean, who's kind of carrying the bill to do a major work on MNsure. Had a fellow from Jackson who you know, it was very emotional. His wife was sick with cancer, was told they had insurance through MNsure, then didn't, and then did, and I think we all have heard those stories of just kind of tragic events. This one in particular was exceptionally emotional when it comes to that. And you know, I think Oregon just said to heck with it, and they kind of kicked their state exchange to the curb. But you know, it's too bad. And when you see, you know, the millions of dollars spent on a program that's just not doing what they said it was going to do, and you know, it's what it is.
So we will have more discussion about that in the weeks ahead. Something will take place on that, I'm sure. So.